Here's 21 Questions by Waterparks. I'm going to try just to play along with it all the way through, and then I'll explain some things. Let me do a sound check here. 3, 4.
I wish there was a situation to be mad at, or a person I could blame. I've got a lot about to pale with a ghost obsession, but behind the scenes of her I'm playing 21 questions. It's gotta be a reason you keep your guy and hiding. I'm becoming what I hated, but your talk is so inviting. But then what? You drop your guy and take me on, it's everything I wanted. But then what? Would you get tired of my time? My moods dictate my conversations, and if you don't text, I get too frustrated. I want you all to myself this time. Conflicted, looks good on me. I'm trying desperately. Want you all to myself this time. I never have to carefully shape sentences. I got some words to say. They're flowing from my mouth from the time that they hit my brain. 'Cause we built a picture, made friends. We live in chemistry, away from all the wasted time and space. But then what? You dropped a guy and took me on, it's everything I wanted. But then what? Will you get tired of my time? My moods dictate my conversations, and if you don't text, I get too frustrated. I wanna do what's for myself this time. Conflicted, looks good on me. I'm trying desperately. Want to do what's for myself this time. We built a picture, made with fakes. We live in chemistry, away from all the wasted time and taste. And it sucks to sleep 'cause you are talking to me. I wanna give you space, but the amount between us is wrecking me. What? The driving guy who took me on, it's everything I wanted. But then what? Would you get tired of my time? 'Cause then what? The driving guy who took me on, it's everything I wanted. But then what? Would you get tired of my time? 'Cause then what? You drop your guy and took me on, it's everything I wanted. But then what? Am I in his position now? 'Cause then what? You drop your guy and took me on, it's everything I wanted. But then what? Would you get tired of my time? My moods dictated by our conversations, and if you don't text, I get too frustrated. I want you all to myself this time. Conflicted, looks good on me. I'm trying desperately. Want you all to myself this time.
Okay, cool tune. Excuse me, lots going on with this. So there's a couple duplicate chords. There's a C sharp minor 7. So it's your ring finger on the 5th string 4th, your index finger on the 4th string 2nd, and your pinky on the 3rd string 4th. Usually I do C sharp minor 7 like this, with those high 2 strings open. And the traditional bar chord is this. But nobody likes to bar, even those of us that can. So a lot of times I did this in the song later too. I'll explain that more. Biggest reason I think he does this one is because then when you just lift your ring finger, it's a very convenient A sus9 chord, and that's the first 2 chords of the song. Kind of a nice little transition there. The X's can be accomplished two ways. Usually you just lift off the pressure and just touch the strings. Notice I try to keep my fingers in the same place. And I'll add my middle finger or something to try and mute all of them, because you got to cover everything. And the other way it can be accomplished is with the right hand, like a where the palm of your hand gets there right before the string does. But I think mostly in this song he's going to be doing this type of mute. That's a cool little riff. That's the 4th string first, hammered on and pulled off to the 2nd fret. I kind of wanted to use my ring finger there, but I would use your middle finger if you can, because then it goes right into the E. So it'd be like a... And boy, there's a great example too, an E chord, but your pinky is doing almost all the muting. Because there's really not time to leave the chord and come back. Like, you really couldn't go. That'd be harder. And then he does a B sus4 chord. This version is kind of a pain. It's a B bar chord, which is 5th string 2nd, and the 4th, 3rd, and 2nd strings at the 4th fret. I should share a secret here, something that works for me. I don't know who else does it, but it works really well for me. In this situation, this 2nd string 4th is a very important note, because it's what gives the chord their flavor, the chords their flavor, but you don't want the high string. What I developed somehow is I use my pinky actually grabbing the high string, and I'm muting it. And that enables me to hit that 2nd string really assertively. And I'm actually probably am hitting the high string, but I'm just muting it with my pinky. It's kind of weird, but it works for me. So again, the big thing about this song is I've got duplicates of a lot of the chords. So my 2 C sharp minor 7s are this one and this one. My A sus9 is a lot like an A2. Technically that's probably an A sus9 also. If you listen, there's, boy, hard to hear the difference. And then an E. Then the B sus4 I just showed is, one way is this way, the bar chord with the pinky. But another really nice way is maybe your 5th string 2nd, your 4th string 4th, your 3rd string 4th, and then high 2 strings open. And so when it comes time to the chorus, I'm doing these. I'm doing this A2, I call it, and then an E, then check this out, then a B sus4, right up to a C sharp minor 7. That's a nice change. So in this chorus, it's A, E, B sus4. And in the bridge too, it's going to be the "We build a picture made for frames." And you might have noticed in the video when I played it, I just wrote the song out and didn't really practice it much. So as I was playing it, I was trying to decide which forms to use. And you can certainly do that in your own too, somewhat. That's most of it, I think. It's got a bridge and some stops and some strums and some holds, but it's probably the biggest thing. C sharp minor 7, or this, A sus9, or A2. And again, I kind of purposely gave those two different names, even though they're probably the same chord. I needed some way to communicate the different fingering, so I went ahead and called that an A sus9, and I see this called an A2. It's not really what it is, but most of us know it as that. And then a B sus4 can be this, or this. It makes sense in that moment. Hope you enjoy it, man. It's a fun song.